not fit, you're gonna die.
Drop the gun! Drop it!
No, I'm not dropping it.
Drop the gun!
All right. All right.
Hey guys, Dakota with Midwest 2A here. Today I'm just going to be breaking down my civilian recce kit for you. All my gear, my 3-day assault pack, everything that I believe that I would need for, say, sustainment up to 3 days in the field, everything I would need to survive. And I'm going to go through it. I'm going to lay everything out for you. I'm going to go through each piece of equipment. I'm going to start with my pack. We're going to move on from the pack to my first line kit, and then we'll move on to my weapon system towards the end. Starting with my pack, this is an Austrian Army CAS Alpine assault pack. This is a 25 liter main pack that's expandable up to 50 liters. As you can see, it's pretty full right now. It's not quite max capacity, but a pack like this is a great 3-day pack. It's not too big. It's not like a 60 liter pack, an 80 liter pack, where you can actually get those completely way too full, way too heavy. With this pack, I have just what I need and nothing I don't. So starting with the outside parts of the pack here, as you can see, there's plenty of webbing and strapping on this pack. So you can go ahead and tether all kinds of things and external accessories to the outside of the pack here. On this side, I've got my e-tool, just in case, you know, you never know when you got to go shit in the woods or dig a foxhole or whatever. The other side here, I got my Bog tripod. Great for setting up for whether you're scouting, doing some recon with binos or a spotting scope. You can lock your rifle down in here and get a nice solid shooting platform. Super handy for all kinds of things. Really, if you needed to, you could use it for makeshift shelter. Throw a tarp over the top of this thing, telescope it up, and now you got some shelter. So with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into the internals of the pack here. So the top of this pack is removable. Go ahead and unclip it. It's got 4 clips you unclip. So this is a nice little detachable part of the pack. I mean, you could take this if you wanted to leave your main pack behind, carry this with you, take it. Digging into the top of the pack here. First off, we've got some electrolytes here in a baggie. Those are great to throw in some water. Gives it extra flavor. Also, tons of electrolytes to get you boosted back up. My silverware for my mess kit. Here in the spring in the Midwest, you never know what the weather is going to be like, so it's really good to have some heaters. These are the XL heaters. You can throw them in your pockets, your boots, your gloves, whatever. Great for warming up on the cold days. Emergency thermal blanket, definitely a necessity here. Good roll of paracord, heavy duty paracord. Great for stringing up shelters, really anything. Always great to have. You definitely want to have some of this in your pack. Got a roll of burlap in here. Great for making a little ghillie shrug to throw over the top of your rifle, your scope, help blend in with the terrain. I also have a water filter in here. Definitely want to have a water filter because you never know if you're going to have access to a clean source of water. So a life straw, or this is an American Red Cross life straw, definitely a necessity to have with you. And finally, a headlamp. This is a multi-function headlamp. It's got your LED bright light. It's got your red light, your green light. Okay, getting into the main compartment of the pack here. Right on top, 2 important things. Ammunition, water. You can never have too much ammo. You can never have too much water. Normally I would have an Nalgene bottle. It's not with me today, so bottle of water, ammo. The next piece in the pack here is a 10 liter dry bag. These are super great for keeping everything dry. I believe I got this one off Amazon, super cheap. Inside the dry bag here, right on top, 2 fresh pairs of socks. Definitely want to change your socks often if you're going to be walking through water, damp climates. You're going to have wet feet. Also, if you're sweating, definitely keep your socks changed. So I like to have 2 pairs of socks in here. Again, it's spring here in the Midwest, so definitely want to have a thermal top to throw under. Days like today, it's in the upper 60s. It's really warm, but you never know. I mean, we get closer to the evening here, and it's going to get down into the 30s. Great to have a thermal top to throw on underneath your outer layers. Next up, I have a portable charger for all your electronic devices, your cell phone, flashlights, whatever. You can either wirelessly charge, you can plug in with the cord I have banded to it here. This is a Swiss Tech, super handy thing to have. It's solar, it's got a solar charger on it. Great to have, like I said, keep all your devices charged. Next up, I have a Pelican 1050 case here. This is a nice rugged waterproof case. Inside the case, I've got my fire starting supplies, waterproof matches, tinder. I've got a striker kit in here. Basically everything I need to make fire. As well as my portable stove kit. I keep that all in here. It keeps it dry, keeps it from getting damaged. These stove kits can be kind of temperamental if they get banged around, so I try to keep everything as protected as possible. Then I have a lot of little supplies and tools here. We've got some fabric glue, also good for everything else. Great for making mends and repairs out in the field. If your top gets a tear in it or whatever, great to have. A mini sewing kit. Like I said, you never know if you're going to get rips or tears in your clothing, in your pack. It's great to have a sewing kit to be able to fix things. This is actually a 4-in-1 Glock tool. I like to use it. I mean, it's got a lot of functions on here that are really good for really all your firearms. It's got a flathead screwdriver, a punch, all kinds of things. You never know what you're going to run into out in the field, so great to have a little mini tool like this. And then last but not least, nice little handy knife sharpener. Great to keep your knife sharp. Next up, I have my shelter. This is a Free Soldier shelter kit. I believe it's a 10x10. It's going to be a nylon ripstop, basically a tarp. Comes with the stringers and the stakes to put in the ground. Got to have a shelter. Great to have. You can make a little Ranger diamond or a little tent, string it up, whatever you want. Right here. Got propane for my mini stove. This is just a Coleman all-purpose. It's like $5 at Walmart. Like I said, necessity for the stove. Got to have propane, so you could definitely use a smaller can than this. Like I said, this is just what I have, so this is what I brought. Next up, I have my mess kit. This is a stainless steel mess kit, rubberized handles. It's an all-in-one kit. It's got a skillet, it's got a pot, it's got a cup. Really, it's just an all-in-one kit, real handy, real cheap, nothing too crazy about it, but it works. Carry a spare water bladder. This is just a like a Camelback. I believe it holds roughly 2 liters of water. I can fill this up with water, throw it back in the pack. I also like to have a big Bowie knife I keep in here and a camp hatchet. Again, if you're setting up camp for the night, you're gonna have to split some firewood, get some tinder cut up. Last but not least here, the very bottom of the pack is my sleep system. This is a One Tigress sleep system. It's their mummy sleeping bag, cold weather rated. It compresses real tight. I can get this real small, shove it down at the bottom of this pack. The reason I keep this at the very bottom, it's really my last necessity in this pack, so I have no real need of getting to it unless I'm cooled down for the day and I'm ready to set up my shelter and camp. So moving on to my chest rig. This is a Healy Contex TMR. This is their training rig. It's lightweight, it's small, compact. It's honestly, I believe it's great for a recce rig like this or a Bugout kit. You can throw it on quick. It's not too big. It doesn't have too much to it. It has just enough of what you need and you can get out and go. So starting over here on the left side, I always keep my gloves. I've got a little dagger knife over here that I keep in my radio pouch. It's just a Baofeng 5R, UV5R radio here. It's got your extendable antenna that's rigged to my chest rig as it comes up the shoulder strap here. Got my push to talk. It's got 2 pistol mag pouches over here. This rig actually has 4 pistol mag pouches. Really, I think that's too many for this rig. So something I might actually end up changing is removing this pouch and adding another rifle mag pouch over here. And you could put pistol mags in here. You can put Leatherman tools, really anything that's a small form factor that can slide in the pouch. It's super handy for that stuff, but really I don't have a need for that many on the front, so that is something I'll probably end up changing. Moving across the front here, I've got 2 30-round P-mags, and I like to keep a pair of shears tucked in here behind the magazines. Moving across, I keep a 20-round mag for my SPR, and like I mentioned, great for a Leatherman tool. Like I said, I'll probably keep this side over here. I'm gonna end up removing this side and adding a rifle pouch over here. Going ahead, we're gonna get inside here and move down the rig. So this pouch here, I keep my rangefinder. This is just a Leupold RX 1300i, great laser rangefinder. I keep my snacks in here. Just some beef jerky snacks, great to keep on ya. Camo face paint. This rig has a dangler that comes down here. I keep 2 more AR mags down there, 30-round magazines. I keep a service kit for my rifle. It's just some lubricating oil, patches, a brush, just to keep things clean while I'm out in the field. A pair of nippers. I keep them in here. Great for clearing brush, or if you're brushing up your kit and you want to cut some foliage. Moving on to my helmet setup here. This is actually an ACH that I cut into a high cut, added the arc rails and the MVG shroud. I went ahead and attached ear armor M32s to it. Pretty good ear pro. I have no complaints with them. They're real comfortable and they work pretty good. I've got the scrim on the top here. This is just like gauze that I went ahead and tied to it. Just adds a little bit extra camouflage. Moving on to my belt kit. This is actually just a Krydex belt, super affordable, works really good. I'll start over here on my left side. 2 pistol mags, 21 round, 15 round magazines here. Carry another 30 round AR magazine. In the back here, I carry my blowout kit, med kit. Inside here, I keep all my med supplies. I've got my Israeli bandages, chest seals, extra gauze, gloves, petroleum gauze, a boo-boo kit. Definitely, you gotta have this on your kit somewhere. And as well, tourniquet there on the bottom. Easy to access, I can reach back there, grab that, pull that right out of there. I've got a Safariland, I believe it's a 6390 RDS holster. This is my carry gun, everyday carry. It's a SIG P320. It's got the Brower M1811 frame, Hollow Sun 507C red dot, and an X300 Surefire weapon light. Before I get into my rifle setup, I'm going to go through my clothing here. The top here is just your average BDU M81 Woodland top. I've actually customized this one. I went ahead and removed the pockets, did a raid mod on it. Moved the bottom pockets to the top, moved the top pockets to the shoulders here. Went ahead and added Velcro here to the pockets. Here on my left side, my top shoulder pocket. This is where I like to keep my right in the reins, my extra tablets of paper, pens, pencils. I like to keep a map of the area that I'm gonna be going through. Moving down to my wrist here, I've got a Garmin smartwatch. Again, this is what I would use a majority of the time for all of my land navigation. Moving down to my pants. These are just Wrangler hiking pants. Nothing specific, nothing too tactical. They've got plenty of cargo pockets to put stuff. They're super comfortable, they're stretchy, they're breathable, and they're tough. In my footwear here, these are just Merrell Moabs. Just your standard hiking boot. They breathe well. They're super comfortable. They're tough. They're durable. They're not waterproof. Now, I would say if I were to change anything, I would probably go ahead and get a Gore-Tex waterproof boot. Although I have had these things completely drenched before. Yeah, wet feet suck, but it's really not that bad. They dry really fast, and again, they're super breathable, so you're not going to get just a really bad trench foot out of the deal. Really a pretty good boot. This is what I would consider my RECCE rifle setup. The base gun is based off Palmetto State upper and lower. It has a ballistic advantage 18-inch SPR profile barrel. Moving out to the end here, I've got a Yankee Hill Manufacturing. This is the Turbo T2 suppressor. Pretty soon this will have the Allen Engineering can on it. Bipod here is Harris bipod, nothing too fancy. Knights Armament handguard, the Knights Armament foregrip. Trigger, it's got a Geisley 2-stage trigger in it. Moving up to the optic, this is an Athlon Ares BTR Gen 2. This is a 2-12 with a BDC reticle. Extended charging handle. Really a pretty basic gun, nothing too crazy on it, but it's extremely accurate. I mean, I know people exaggerate a lot, but this is really a sub MOA gun. With my custom 68 grain hand loads, I'm able to hold under 1-inch group at 100 yards, and I've taken this thing all the way back to nearly 700 yards. On the other side here, I've got an Edgar Sherman designed sling, an M81 Woodland. It's a little lightweight sling, probably too lightweight for this big of a rifle. I've not had any issues with it yet. It's actually super comfortable, but again, if I was going to change anything on the rifle itself, I would probably do a little bit heavier of a sling. Hey guys, my kit's it's not going to work for everybody. My kit was built for me, and I'm still missing some things. There's still a lot of things I'd like to add to my kit and things I'd like to change. So if there's anything you think I missed that I should add, go ahead and comment down below. I'm just here to show what I have. Like I said, it's not perfect. It's not for everybody. It won't work for everybody, but it works for me.